Very good evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. Third podcast of the week. These are all certainly welcome in tonight. Obviously, the talk over the last 24 to 40 hours is when will Brighton place the official bid for Matt O'Riley? It's moving closer. It's all down to Billy Gilmore's move to Napoli, just to let you know. That's the reason why there hasn't been an official bid for Brighton yet. This transfer Scottish record of 25 million to be broken. There's been talks of Kyogo going. Look, there's a couple of Celtic pages earlier on social media saying that Man City have put an 18 million bid for Kyogo. I just want to put it out there, that is incorrect. There hasn't been no official bids from Man City for Kyogo. The reports is Celtic have 22 million price tag on his head, and they're willing to sell him for more than 22 million. So if you're reading and you're seeing these Celtic pages with an 18 million bid, it's false. It's false. So I'll pop on tonight. We are going to talk about a possible departure of Kyogo though as well. So just give me 2 seconds, folks. Just give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that, folks. Just had to check something on the phone. But I'm good. I'm good. Any other news? Yeah, it looks like we're on the verge of we're in talks for the centre back. We're in talks for centre back off Sheffield United. An American international, 25 years of age. His name is Austin Trusty. Now, he was originally purchased from the MLS. Arsenal got him, and then he had stints at Birmingham City, stints at Arsenal, and then went to Sheffield on a 5 million deal. And he's played 38 games for Sheffield United. 6'3" as well. He's been capped 5 times for the US. So the likes of Anthony Joseph tweet today that Celtic are in talks to sign him, and also Mikey Johnson could be going the opposite way. So I think it could be a good bit of business if Celtic were offloading Mikey Johnson and a part of this deal. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. 5 hours ago, Sky Sports confirmed that Sheffield United are in talks to sign Mikey Johnson. But I read sources this morning that Mikey Johnson was meant to be going to Burnley. That Burnley were interested. I was talking about on the last night in the channel. Burnley are interested with him, meant to be a medical booked for tomorrow. But obviously that must be false. It must be false. So you're going to hear a lot of stories. Nothing is completely accurate until you see Anthony Joseph or the likes of Fabricio Romero talking about, there's going to be a lot of paper talk over the next 8 days. As I said in the channel already, we're going to have a busy 8 days. We have the Champions League draw to look forward to. We have St. Mirren the weekend, 12 o'clock kickoff at Paisley. And then we have the derby to look forward to as well with transfer deadline day. So I'm planning to do a long podcast on Friday night for the transfer deadline day. It finishes at, I think it's 11 o'clock in Scotland, and then it's 10 o'clock in England, if I'm correct. Finally, me being linked to a left side centre back. Finally, look at Scales done the job last season's full the cracks, but I think we definitely need someone with more experience. And I think with the likes of getting Trusty in, he has championship experience there. He has almost nearly 80 games on his belt in the English Championship, and that's to show something. And obviously, will I be doing a live stream for the Champions League draw? To be honest with you, I don't even know what time it's on. If I'm in work, I won't be doing it. Let me see. Usually the Champions League draw time. Let me have a look. Let me see. Where's the Champions League draw? Let me see. 12. Was it 9 p.m.? Is it 9 p.m.? Wait. What time is it on? If it's midday, I'll be in work. I won't be able to do a live stream for the Champions League draw. I'm just trying to read it here because 12 p.m. Yeah, I won't be doing it. I won't be doing a live video for it. No, 5 p.m. is it? I don't honestly know. I'll look closer to the time. If it's 5 o'clock, I will do it. I'll do a live podcast for it. But if it's any earlier, I won't be able to do it. I'm in work till 4:30 anyway. So, Alistair Johnson. No, are you talking about Alistair Johnson or Mikey Johnson? Because Mikey Johnson had a 15 million player. Yeah, 5 or 6. I think it's like different websites are saying different things to me. I'll check the UEFA website just to put it into perspective now. Champions League draw. But how is everyone keeping? How are we all looking forward to the game the weekend? Are we nervous? Are we confident? Because St. Mirren obviously were pretty decent last season. It's all coefficients and stuff. It doesn't actually tell you the time to draw. Let me see. Can I get this now? This is an absolute shambles. This website. It's not proper like user friendly. This UEFA website. 100 things come up at one time. Let me see. Here we go. Let's skip over. Play Intercontinental. No, still doesn't have anything about it. Just let me look. Let me have a look. So it's going to be 36 teams in the Champions League anyway. And it's a league format, if you're not familiar. Right. Let's see. Match calendar. I think it's not on Thursday. Thursday the 29th. No, that's Europa. I don't know. Anyway, look, I'll look closer to it. I'm not stressing about it. 5 p.m. If it's on at 5 p.m., that's grand. That's no problem at all. I'll do a live stream for the Champions League draw. It's at 5 o'clock on next Thursday. Yes, I will do it. I'll be back in time and all. I'll be able to do one. So there's your answer to your question. All the complications. Thank you very much for telling me that. Love the channel. Thanks very much, Tracy. Hope you're doing well. Thanks very much, Paul. I couldn't crow too much about bringing defender in from Sheffield United. Whoa, look at why are people like? I feel like you have to get like Paolo Maldini or something in these days to get people happy on this channel. That's not a dig at you, Cuddy. I mean, in general, like I think a lot of Celtic fans are just always moaning about a player that we're linked with. They're either moaning about his age, the goals he's conceded, less caps he's played with his country, less games he's played. It's just there's never win. Like when recruitment goes out and actually looks at a player from actually plays in a decent league, a really decent league, people are consistently moaning. We have money there. We're not going to go out and get a decent defender for over £10 million. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But we'll see what happens. How many will we get? I think we'll get 3 players in. As I said, if O'Riley goes, his replacement is going to be Matisse off LAFC, the Polish midfielder. It's meant to be 8 million. We're meant to be in talks of £8 million for the 22-year-olds. Regards to that guy, Austin Trusty, there hasn't been a fee being floating around yet because it's meant to be Mikey Johnson go one way. He's meant to come another way. I'd say there will probably a portion of the fee Celtic will pay because he's valued at 7 million. He's in a longer contract than Mikey Johnson. As I said in the channel many a times, Mikey Johnson should leave Celtic. Wish him the best. If he goes to the Championship, he knows what he's getting into. Obviously doing well for West Brom, but his time is done. It's well sailed, you know. Why defender from Sheffield United conceded 108 goals last year. But it's a different team. It's not just a defender you point at, it's the whole team that are the fault there. Like, don't be worrying about it. Don't be worrying about it. You know, like you was at Birmingham, you done all right at Birmingham. I think we'll get Atalanta after the O'Riley saga this summer. I wouldn't be surprised. We're in pot 3 anyway, the Champions League. We'll see what happens. That was well done 5 years ago. So let us know in the comments who would you like in the Champions League draw. I know a few is already thrown it there. Villa, Girona, Atalanta, Liverpool. I'll have to go through the actual pots and say, oh, look who we could get and stuff like that. It's all simulation this year. It's not like done where the lads are literally picking out the pots and this and that. It's all simulated by computer. Do you expect O'Riley to stay? I really don't know, to be honest with you. I think if Celtic hold off past the weekend, I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay. Please tell us that Kyogo is going to stay. Well, there hasn't been an official bid. There's been rounds going around all over Celtic pages that Man City placed a bid. There's nothing out there to confirm it. There's no one's talking about it on Twitter or X. No Fabrizio Romano's talking about it. No Anthony Joseph. It was just a made-up clickbait story. So, as I said, Kyogo's been a good servant for Celtic. He's 73 goals. He's 7 trophies. He's 16 assists. Really, really, really good player. Like we've all had our strikers over the years that we've fell for, the likes of Moussa Dembele, or Gary Hoopers, Larson's, would he, Edward as well. This is he's not even near Larson level, but this is the closest you'd have a love for a Celtic striker since Larson. Like I loved Dembele, loved Hooper. I thought Hooper was class, but he's in a long-term contract till 27. As I said, it's the only reason he's been linked to Man City is because their assistant manager used to manage him at Vissel Kobe. That's the reason why this rumours are coming out, and plus as well because he changed agency over the last couple of weeks. So it could be just the agency spicing stuff up to these journalists to try get him a move somewhere else. Could be a case, because at the end of the day, they're there to make money, on transfer moves. Lee Griffiths, Lee was good, obviously. Lee was good. It was obviously a shame at the end what happened to Lee and stuff. But look, it is what it is. Be grateful for the goals that a player scores for you, Nothing on Sky about Kyogo. Exactly. It's just been all quiet in the last 24 hours. As I said, it could be just a case that his agency are just trying to spice it up to try to get him a move away from Celtic so they can make commission and money off it. Could be. We will see. So looking at this moment of time, you have Maeda, Ida, and Kyogo up front. There was an article I read earlier on about Marco Tilio. So Marco Tilio, Celtic offered Marco Tilio to come back in pre-season, and he refused. He said he wants to stay in Australia for the full season and get minutes on his belt. So Marco Tilio obviously didn't settle at Celtic, got literally 24 minutes of first team football. So yeah, what happened to Lee? Lee obviously wasn't a part of Ange's plans, and obviously got booed and stuff in that friendly against West Ham, and then went on loan to Dundee, and then went to Falkirk, and that was really it. And then went down to Australia, and then that was it. Sad right to end. Like that was a player that helped us win the quad treble and stuff, but it is what it is. If nothing happens tomorrow, I doubt transfers will be done over the weekend. Well, there's guys that are agents and there's phone calls to be made, and we'll see what happens. Just 2 seconds, folks. I'm just going to jump off for 2 seconds. Keep the comments coming, and I'll be back on literally in 60 seconds. Just trying to reboot the stream. I was there for a second, folks. Red Bull. Glad he didn't come back. There's players come and go. It's just that's what happens. So Laird Scotty Patton is asking me, do you think we'll buy Shankland? No. I don't think we're going to buy Shankland. It was asked me last night. Look, Shankland's a proven goal scorer in the league, but he's going to be 28 or 29 in the next couple of months. I think he's got actually 29 this month. I definitely wouldn't take Shankland. Just 2 seconds again. Sorry again about that. Not losing 6-0. So here's a good question. How will Brendan approach the media if we don't add the squad? Surely he won't be happy. It's up. I'm sure he's having chats with the board in the background to get more players in. Like if we keep Kyogo and we keep O'Riley and we add a left back and a centre back, we should be okay. We should be okay for the season. You know, if the board don't back Brendan, he'll walk. Well, he's in a 3-year contract. I don't think he'll walk as much as he maybe feel a bit frustrated. Some fans feel like he's being sold a broken bone, and there's no reason that the board shouldn't back him. At the end of the day, he should be backed. He should be backed. There's money there. There is money there to be used. It's not a case, as I said on the channel many times, it's not a case that, you know, we have to be careful what we're counting here. There's money there for Champions League revenue. The sale of Abada as well still have to be used. Rangers not getting to the Champions League, so that money, that kitty will be used as well for Celtic. And fans will feel frustrated. Fans will feel like, you know, why are we not going out? We have spent 8.5 million on Ida, which will rise up to 9.5 million. We spent 3.5 million on Bernardo. We spent 1 million on Sensalo. So money has been spent. Some fans will see this as, well, not really. We've used that on the Abada money being used. And then the likes of, you know, Haksmanovic meant to be gone, went for 2 million. Rockavata went. You know, Daniel Kelly's gone for 200k. His paperwork still has to be finalised. I don't know how much Benjamin Sechrist went for. So yeah, there is a bit of questions being thrown at me on a regular basis from fans asking why are the club not spending to the level of money that they should be with 8 days to go. Maybe you're just holding off for a good deal towards the end of the window, and that is vicious. It is dangerous to do, but I think it all falls on what happens with Matt O'Riley in the next couple of days. As I said, the reason why Matt O'Riley hasn't been confirmed or deal done or bid done is because they're waiting for Billy Gilmore to go to Napoli for 18 million right now. So I thought the whole, you know, Brighton was out of the picture when he signed that midfielder last week, but because of Billy Gilmore is leaving, they need to add their Abada's money as well. How's it going, Dave? I hope you're well. So much cash to be spent. Everyone knows it. It's a disgrace that we leave it late. I just think it's just down to a bad structure of scouting. I think it's a bad structure of recruitment. You know, we don't have a head of scouting. I've said this many times. You should. Some people are asking me last night, would you take Neil Lennon in the scouting department? You know, like some people are feeling sorry for Lenny. Lenny's obviously a legend at Celtic. What is that draw for Celtic? So that's a company called TNC Events. So what they'll do is they'll buy tickets and then they'll do a prize as well. So it's £2 per ticket. So they'll do a raffle where for £2 you could win two tickets to the derby, win a signed jersey from Danny McGrain and Brian McClare Love 386 jersey and £500 spend the money. I've done collaborations with them in the past, and there has been winners that have obviously been sent over from my side. So yeah, it's a good company. TNC's. I've been at a couple of their events. Last event I was at was in Dublin 2 years ago when they interviewed Brian McClare and Cabra. So trusted source. I wouldn't put it on my page anyway. It's not a scam. They do the actual draw live on Facebook and stuff like that. So it's a good one. £2 a ticket. I think if you buy a bunch of tickets, you get them. I think it's like sometimes it's like 10 for 20 or whatever. You go onto their website and you'll have a look as well. So really good folks. You know, You never know. You could win 2 derby tickets for £2. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it is actually true. So much. Right, let's see. Why Kyogo though? I think we need a bigger, stronger forward. He's a bit fragile. That's why this is why we could take the risk. Kyogo could go and get his shoulder sorted. If he goes and gets his surgery on his shoulder, he's going to be out for 4 months. 4 months. Just give me a second. I'll click the link and show you how to enter. It's on my community page on YouTube. You just go into my YouTube page and go into the community wall, and there's a link below. So I'll just get the link for you now. 2 seconds. 2 seconds now. Said he has other stuff on it as well. Signed jerseys. I don't know if he still has the signed Jim Craig stuff as well. So let me see. Community wall. Good numbers tonight. I just want to say thanks very much for everyone that's tuning in, by the way, as well. Legends. As I said, if you want to join the membership for £2 per month, be really appreciated. If you don't, it's fine, no problem at all. So it's up between 2 to 25. So for £25, you get 25 entries. I'll actually screen share it, which isn't show you what the crack is with these. With this current team, are you hopeful for success in Europe? No, not really, to be honest. I just don't think they're going to put it at the level. Glad the Facebook notification. Thanks for giving me notifications about the live, because the YouTube is shocking tonight. Is it? Oh, nothing worse. Nothing worse. Right, I'm just going to show you this from TNC events. Right, so for £2, for 1 entry, it's £2. For 10 entries, it's £15 and then 25. 2 tickets sit you together for the Glasgow Derby on the 1st of September. Winner will also receive £500 of cash and a signed Love Street top. The events will be on the Facebook on Thursday, the 29th of August. So get on like a car bonnet. If you're looking for tickets for the Derby, get on. I'll be buying a few myself, because obviously I'm trying to get a ticket for the Derby. So I'll be putting a few entries in myself to see if you have a chance of winning it. 2 tickets. It would be great to get the £500, but okay, I just want to be at the Derby next Sunday, and trying to get tickets a nightmare. Predictions for this Sunday. I'm going to do a preview for it, and let me see what Brendan says on tomorrow on the press conference of who's fit and who's not fit, and then I'll give you my prediction. Obviously, it's going to be a win, but I'll go through the squad, and realistically, you're probably looking at Schmeichel, Johnston, Taylor, Scales, Vickers, Cal Mack, Rio Atate, Matt O'Riley, if he's still here. Jamesy, Kuhn, and Maeda. You could start Ida. You could play Maeda on the left and Ida up front. Actually, no, I probably would start Ida. He's always good away from home for Celtic, so I'll probably go with Ida up front. But I'll see closer to it. Not a fan of the Champions League format. Hasn't even been used yet. Just give it a time. It's only the fourth season. Obviously you don't go after Christmas. There's 2 games still left in the league format, and if you finish in, I think it's the last 9, you get eliminated. There's no European football past that for yourself. How many players do you think? The usual question. I'd say 3 players. I'd say a left back, centre back, and a midfielder. As I said, we're working on trying to get Matthias Bogusz from LAFC, around £8 million. As I said on the channel last night, have a look at his YouTube, folks. Scored the other night against Charlotte, an absolute cracker. Decent player. He doesn't just plays attacking mid. He plays defensive midfield, left mid, up front. That's the type of player that we could need, something like that. Well, it hasn't been confirmed he's injured. Brendan obviously just didn't take a chance with him last week, so it's not guaranteed that he's injured. But you could get surgery on his shoulder, and then that transfer might just go completely. As I said, no, Man City haven't placed a bid yet. They have not placed a bid yet for Kyogo. So any Celtic pages you see saying they placed a bid of 18 million, it's false. It's complete false. So let's see. I'm hoping we can get 2 or 3 players of the boys we are linked with. I've confidence that we will fit in. They'll fit nice into the system. Should be competitive in the Champions League. Should be competitive. I don't know why we're thinking too much into the Champions League at the moment. Let's just think about St. Mirren the weekend. Let's think about playing Rangers next week. We'll get to the Champions League when it comes to it. The draw's next Thursday. If it's at 5 o'clock, I'll do a live stream. Stop thinking too far ahead. I know we all want to be in the creme de la creme of the European elites, but let's just enjoy. Let's just take every game as it comes. And that's not treating me trying to be a Debbie Downer here. I'm just being honest. Like, I hate when people think too far ahead. Like, you obviously think too far ahead for a player, what he could maybe bring, but when it comes to games, I can't think like that. Puts stress on me thinking about games miles away because we don't even know who we're playing yet in the Champions League, you know. I agree with you. It's good to see you in Red Scotland. It's been a while. I thought you went on a long extended holiday somewhere. It's only a sport. I checked it out last night. Realised we're getting shafted. The transfer window has made proof. Yeah. As I said, I know it's only, at the end of the day, we're only customers. We're only customers. Well, what we say doesn't dictate what the board are going to do. If the board only want to spend 20 million, it's not coming out of our pockets. You may see him jersey sales and season tickets, but it's not affected air pockets. I know Roy made a good point the other day in his podcast saying, well, I checked my Santander that morning and I wasn't down 9 million. You know, we're just not going to. I've Corcoran number 6 on the back of it. I just said I get a random number on it, you know. Tribute to Near Beaton, number 6. Not really, you just got number 6 in the back of it. 10 Days to Paradise. Brilliant top. So comfortable it is. I like the new top. I'll order the new top. I'm not doing a pre-sale. I'll just buy it when it comes out. Trusty, centre back. Owen Beck, left back. Like, Owen Beck hasn't joined QPR yet. It's still in the works. So there might be a last approach for Celtic with a permanent deal to get Owen Beck. You know, let's look at Austin Trusty's stats because a lot of people have been slating the guy already, and I think it's very unfair. Very unfair. Usually, this is what happens. A lot of people were slating Adamida, and what did he do? So let me see. Let's just present this. Who cares about Caramelco? Attitude was stinking anyway, so we never got a chance. Right, so 26 from America, contract 2020, June 27, transfer value 7 million. I thought you actually paid 5 games for America. So my information earlier on about him playing 5 games for America is wrong. Probably will play 5 games for America. So you see there he's had experiences at Birmingham City, Sheffield United, Arsenal, Colorado, Philadelphia Union. I'm going to give you more perspective on this as well. I'm going to do this by club, right? Show you this. Yes, people are not happy he was in a team that conceded 108 goals last season. I don't care about that kind of crap, to be honest. I'll just think of, what a player can do individually for us. He'll improve as a player. So 251 games he's played in his career. Now, you don't really count the 45 for Union, the second team, but so 200 games in professional football. 8 goals, 4 assists, 35 yellows. Just 2 seconds, folks. I swear to God. Just 2 seconds and getting a phone call. Sorry, folks. That was the gaffer ringing. I'm on the way home. I've had a few drinks on me. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Don't be ringing me while I'm on the podcast talking to the folks. I've said it to you 3 times. Stop ringing me phone when I'm doing a big podcast. That was the gaffer ringing me. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's always the bleeding same. Never a dull moment in this gaff, there isn't. What's the news on Bogusz? Is he coming? That I seen that earlier on plunge. I seen that on X, right? To be honest, I think that's a made up. I think that's a. I seen one picture where it's meant to be one of these private jets going from LA to Paris, and then I seen a direct one to Glasgow as well from LA. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, to be honest with you. We'll see what happens. Could be wrong. Could be completely wrong, you know. But what's happening with the Sanchez interest? Sanchez? Who's the hell Sanchez? Oh yeah, she's been on since 2 o'clock today. For some, eh? Well, someone there's me drinking the good old Loch Ness Rust Iron Brew. So yeah, the gaffer. I've something to tell you, Keats. I'm on the train. Fair play to you. Fair play. Just put your WhatsApp location on so you don't have to keep mounting my head hen. Is that the lad from Sheffield United that can play left back and centre back? Correct, Bobby. That's him there. So I'm just going to screen share this again. Sorry for the inconvenience, folks. This is what happens when there's a bit of distraction in the gaff. You're just like trying to focus on things. It could be worse. It could have dogs barking or something in the background. I don't have any dogs. So yeah, that's the crack with him. So 200 really competitive, proper competitive for 14 games. Sheffield signed up for 5 million, and yeah, Sheffield United had an absolute stinker last season. But I'm not going. He's only played one game this season. That's in the Carabao Cup. So that's the situation with him. We are going to look at. Let me see. Jesus, Matthias. Is it Matthias? It's a Z or is it S? Let me see. Bogusz. Let me see. It's a Z, I think. I think it's a Z there, a Z. Matthias Bogusz. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Just 2 seconds now. Will Palmer play more this season? Hopefully. We paid a transfer fee. We've given him a contract. He better pull his finger out and start playing better football and stop doing TikToks. Because if he wants to do TikToks, he can join whatever his name is. TikTok Cantwell somewhere else. Or you can go back to Honduras or go to Greece, wherever he was playing before that. So this is Mr. Bogusz's stats so far this season. So he's 23. His birthday's today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. 2 years left his contract. Market value 4 million. He hasn't played senior football for the Polish national team yet. 1 million from Leeds. And he's been on an absolute flyer for them. LAFC. He's played 74 games, 20 goals, I think 16 contribution with regards to assists. And we'll have a look now, my comrades, my friends, my subscribers, people reviewing the channel. Let's have a look now. And his English is quite good as well, just to put it out there, folks. Just to put it out there. So this is all the positions he's played, folks. Look, he's a versatile player. He can play up front. He's played 23 times up front. I'll get away with these stupid notifications, the Daily Mail. Left wing, he's played 10 times. Right wing, he's played 13 times. Best position is attacking mid, 51. Left mid there. He's played 18. He's played defensive mid. So he's a versatile player. Worth the cashish. 75 games for them, 21 goals, which he scored one last night, which was a nice goal. 14 assists. I thought it was 16. Not too far off it. It's not a bingo, but you know what I mean. 185 games in his career, 34 goals, 23 assists, and what's his yellow cards? 23 yellow cards and 1 sending off in his career. So it's not looking bad. 8 million we're talking about. So get the cash out. Get the cash out. Swap deal for Haaland for Kyogo. I think Haaland's attitude will be stinking at Celtic. What a player, though. What a player. You know, some baller he is. Here's a good. How's it going, Topic Talker? What is the plan with all this board? With have they sorted out the away? What is the plan with all this money and the board have sorted away What's your views? My views on the board is they've spent money in other facilities, but I would like them to see spend more money by the end of the window, maybe another potentially 12 million. Well, it's going to be 8 for Bogusz, and depends if we could get maybe 20, maybe 12 to 15 million. 15 million. If we can get a left back in, centre back, and it'd be different. I think we might get a loan deal, and it's not the end of the world if we get a loan deal. Like once we can get two players on a permanent, so it means that we can use a model where we can actually develop these players. Like the regards to that guy, Trusty, he's 26 years of age, folks. So there's still potential for him as well. That's it. That's you got that from Ryan. So you went from the glorious. You went from Yorkshire, chilling down in Leeds, to Ibiza, chilling with Tiesto, smoking joints with Tiesto, to going to Beverly Hills, living the dream in California, to Easterhouse, or maybe Postle, or maybe Coatbridge, or maybe Paisley. You never know. Or maybe you'll take an apartment in Govan. You never know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to have to, I'm muting these. Turn off them notifications for the Daily Mail. Who cares? Who cares about the Daily Mail? Who cares? You did. You copied him. Blind. But I've added my ones, Look, I exchanged the beautiful Ballymun scenery to the Glaswegian scenery, so I know how he feels. It is, and some people might say it's a downgrade, going from Ballymun to Glasgow. But in my eyes, I think it's an upgrade because the people are nicer over here. People are much nicer. There was a guy. I was walking into my apartment today, and I was at the traffic lights, and it was this big Morrison truck, and this guy, the driver, looks down at me, goes, "Come on, the hoops! I subscribe to you, mate." I was like, oh yeah, I'll make videos later on. But yes, it gives me fuel. And I'm walking down the road, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, do you have to making videos today, mate? Yet? And then as soon as I get that compliment, I'm like, on it like a car bonnet, Good banter. You Scottish are good people, good people. I was sitting in work today, and a person came in and he was chatting away to me. He's like, "Oh, do you have a team in Ireland do you support?" And I was like, no. Because I don't support any League of Ireland teams. The reason why is because I have friends that are Rovers fans, I have friends that are Pats fans, I have friends that are Shells and Bows. Because I don't want to support any of them. I'm delighted they do well in Europe and whatever, but no, my love is at Glasgow Celtic. It's no point in me having a YouTube channel if I'm going to support other teams, is there? I used to support Liverpool back in the day. Don't care less about Liverpool anymore. Even though I'm going to Anfield in about 5 weeks' time, just because we're going to Liverpool for 3 days, me and the gaffer. So we said we'd do Anfield. I'm going to wear my Celtic jersey. Can't wait to wear my Celtic jersey. Get into you, Jacinta. But, I don't care about the English Premier League. Tourism League. I'm going to feel like a tourist, Any positive things to say, Topic Talker? Anything about, hey, Keith, how are you? What's happening, bud? What's happening? Stop moaning about the board. Let's judge the board at the end of the window. Let's judge the board. It's not over to the fat lady sings, right? Don't be worrying about it. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Just sing that Shay Doolan song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. You'll be brand new. You'll be grand. Not a bother. Had to tell my lady to go from Glasgow to San Francisco with the promise of moving back in retirement. Beautiful country jokes aside. I've actually never been to Coatbridge, just to put it out there, folks. Never been to Coatbridge. Maybe one day. I'll take a trip out to Coatbridge. I've been to Saltcoats. Went to the Elm Bar. My missus beat me a pool. It was a disaster of a night. There was like 7 people watching us on this pool table. We weren't on the pool table, but you're playing a game of pool. But yeah, that was a good bar. They were nice in there. Any updates about Tesman? Now Tesman's out of running. There's been no talks of Tesman from Valencia, whatever you want to call it. The American guy looks all right. We were obviously linked with Dangad as well from Philadelphia Union, the Hungarian midfielder, but that has stayed out. It looks like realistic we're probably going to get this Polish guy. So head to Grace's or Brazenhead. Brazenhead's my place. I don't really like Grace's. It's too busy. It's too busy. It's not my scenery. I've met some good people in Grace's, but nah, I think it's too much of a variety of different folk. It's like my persona is, it's like everyone that comes over from Ireland that comes up from down south, and they're just all crammed into this place, and everyone's pissed than ever. So I'd rather the Brazen. I've been going there a long time, you know. Premier League and his mates, the border ride, and he was a piles of cash under his mattress. How's it going? What's up, Keith? Is this lad Aaron Connolly worth a punt for the hoops? He's on a free. 8 goals in 30 games. There's a few people picked up for him saying, don't be putting him down like that, Keith. He's been bleeding shite the last couple of 3 years. He's only played 9 games for Ireland. No, I wouldn't put a punt on him. No, sorry, Aaron Connolly, and I know you're a good Irishman from Galway, but I've no faith. I don't want you at Celtic, mate. I'm sorry. I'd rather try Troy Parrott over you any day. You know. Nothing at all. It's been very quiet today. Like there was an interview today with the Brighton manager, and he said he didn't want to talk about other players from other clubs. That was really it. To be honest, better off with Billy Connolly. Exactly. You know. I just got a bad feeling it's going to be the same old story it has been for the last 20 years. It might be the same old story, and we're going to go on with it. There's no point of us moaning about it. We have to back our team on the pitch and hope to win. You know, that's the way I look at it. It's like, it's only a business at the end of the day. It's a sport. There's no point getting really down and upset about it. What happens is what happens. And it's not me saying I'm not passionate the way you are, but I don't get stressed about it. It's the typical standard year in and year out. You should have in the back of your mind, you know what's going to happen. There's nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. You know, we have more money there. Yes, they broke the Edward fee, but just by $1 million or so, or even 0.5 million. But yeah, well, just see what happens. Just, you know, there's 8 days to go. Plenty of time. Just keep the fire on. Just keep throwing sticks into that fire. It'd be grand. Not a bother. It's a good boozer. You know. What's everyone's opinion on Kyogo going to City if the money's right? Would you accept? He's almost 30. 100% accept it. If it's 22 million, let him go. He's given us 3 great years. He's given us 73 goals, 7 trophies, some really good moments against them, some good Champions League games. Let the guy go if the money's right. You know, at the end of the day, we could put him on the treatment table for 4 months, getting that shoulder done, and we're out from he's out for nearly a third of the season, or half a season, whatever you want to call it, you know? So it is overrated. The only reason there's 2 reasons why he's linked to Man City is because his former manager is the assistant manager at Man City, and plus he's changed agencies. That's the reason why. Foxtrot Swords isn't a great place. Overrated, completely overrated. You know. Take it, don't want Shankland, 100%. Ideal replacements for Kyogo. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you. Ideal replacements. Who could we get? Depends who's in our price range, you know. There's no one really in the league, you could say. Like, I would have said Mrvoski if he's there, but he obviously went to La Liga, but that's who I would have said. Let me think. There's no one really that's really sticking out for me, you know, not really. What was the best game I was at? It's been good. There's been loads. Probably my first ever game against AC Milan, even though we didn't win that night. We drew 0-0. It's just the whole experience of my first ever Celtic game. I just expected a normal football match, and then the whole you never walk alone and do the stadium tour that day, meet the players, and the whole Champions League spectacle and the music, and it just blown me back. I've been to derbies as well when there was an Old Firm, and I've been to a defeat and I've been to a win, and oh my God, unbelievable stuff. But I've been to a good few games. Been to about 42 or 43 Celtic games in my life. So probably my first ever game, because at the time I was a big Liverpool fan at the time, and I'm not gonna lie in this podcast. My uncle gave me the ticket for Celtic Park at Christmas for the last 16, and I was kind of like, well, if Liverpool are playing that night, I don't really want to come over. That's how I spoke about Celtic as a team, folks. Really, really disrespectful I was. And obviously it changed, it flipped upside down. And Celtic were on the Tuesday night, Liverpool were on the Wednesday against Barcelona, the Craig Bellamy moment. But I loved Bellamy for Celtic as well. Even though I used to watch Celtic, but I wasn't into Celtic as a teen. I wasn't into the whole thing until I went to Celtic Park. And then it just blew me back, and I just became a full-time Celtic fan after that. It's like, that was pop the cherry, you could say. So yeah, amazing moments. As I said, it's just a good feeling. As I said last night in the channel, anyone that's tuning in, I don't get to a regular amount of games, but doing this podcast is as good as going to games in my eyes, because I get to interact with people. I get to feel, I could see by all these messages and stuff. And plus I watched all the matches anyway. Last time I missed a Celtic game, Jesus Christ. What's the last Celtic game I missed? I'm being honest, I actually can't remember the last Celtic game I missed. Oh, the last Celtic game I missed was the 1-1 game against Kilmarnock last season. I missed the second half of that. That was the last game I missed. So yeah, Gallagher's a good spot. Squirrel, haven't been in the Squirrel in years. My first and only ever Celtic game. 2-1 Eddie. Good stuff. All I remember is the Patterson Belgrade away. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shocking. Oh no, is that the... Well, I'm thinking of... I'm thinking Belstrava, sorry. Not Patterson Belgrade. I'm thinking of the Belstrava game in 2005. We got thumped away, and then we were unlucky not to go through. I think we scored 4 that night. I think Hearts had a chance at the end. Best ever game I attended was the game we pumped down 3-0. We sent them down to the divisions. Oh, that was the last ever game against them. We still haven't reinvested in the key areas way back. KT, Wanyama, VVD, French Eddie, and then now Jota. We just won't. It's a selling club. That's their projects. You got so lucky, Keith. You missed the second half because well, I'm just being honest. Condolences, not even watching 45 minutes of Celtic versus Kilmarnock. I feel like I'm doing the door when I'm not watching all them games. I feel like I'm cheating, and I just can't be. Definitely not. Just 2 seconds. Hopefully, there's gaffers on the way home now. Hopefully, she might got me a bit of field. Imagine she got me a bit of Mackie Diaz. I'd be delighted. I'd be sitting there munching the face at myself in my yellow Celtic jersey. Would you like it? I think it looks good on me. I end up getting an extra large, even though I'm a large. I end up getting an extra large. I don't know why I got an extra large, just in case I have a good few snacks during the winter. Having them warm nights in all them curries. Do you think Jamie Vardy could do a job for us? Asked that last night, 100%. But he's not going to come to Celtic. He's on good money at Leicester, and I think he wants to, play that season at Leicester. It was brilliant what he done to the sports fans. He started pointing at the Premier League badge. Aaron Moy was class. He was our Australian Pirlo. I miss Harry Kewell as well. Harry was good on the coaching staff, and unfortunately it didn't work out for him at Yokohama. He controlled games all right. How much is a season ticket roughly? Depends where you're sitting. I think the cheapest season ticket is about $550. Could be more, could be less. It's about $550. How many signs do you think we got in, Marco? About three, I'd say. Maybe 2 on a permanent and 1 on a loan basis. That's what it'll probably be. So I have another 10 minutes left, folks. Please ask the questions. As I said, just to recap on the channel, if you want to purchase the membership. It's $1.99. We really appreciate it. We have loads of members as well, and it's good to. I'm not doing like what other channels are doing. I'm like, oh, you'll get exclusive membership to this video or exclusive live. I want to treat everyone the same. I don't want to feel like, oh, because they're not a member, they don't get access to that. I'm not into that malarkey, folks. Everyone gets treated the same. We all love the same cause. And I'm not gonna change my style of membership just to make people feel extra privileged. Everyone's the same. We gotta treat everyone the same here. These are all good people. Hope so. What will be your all-time Celtic 11? What year are we going from? What year are we going from? Are we going from 2000? Are we going from 2005? I'll answer before I go. I'm gonna plan to do a rating on all the Adidas kits. So I'm gonna go from 2000. I'm gonna go from 2007 up to now, right? So I'm gonna go from 2007 up to now, right? Because I'm not gonna say 2000 because I could just say the Seville team, So in gold, Artur Boruc, right back Mikael Lustig, left back Kieran Tierney, centre back I would go Virgil van Dijk, and Jesus Christ, Carter Vickers. Midfield, Scott Brown, Callum McGregor. We're saying 2007. Nakamura, Jota. This is gonna be a controversial one, but I'm gonna go Gary Hooper over Moussa Dembele. Dembele was class, and gonna go Kyogo front. I know. I'm going from 2007. 2007, not 2000. Yeah, 2007. So that's who I go for. I'm sorry, but like I'd even pick the likes of Sinclair. Like that. Like that's 80s material there. Obviously you got Bruni in there as well and Larson, but yeah, 2007. If doing 2000, I'd still got Boruc. Jackie McNamara right back. Immediate. No. We go Didier Gat, yeah. Bobo Balde, Virgil van Dijk, Stilian Petrov, Scott Brown, Nakamura. I don't know. I think I'll put James in. Put James in because he's a good servant. Some good moments. Then Larson and Sutton up front. It's a banger. Anyone have it? Yeah. I just said Bobo Balde. I said Bobo Balde and Virgil van Dijk. No Balde. Put Balde in. Nah. Mikael Lustig was a machine for Celtic. Lustig. Yeah, tempted to get the kit, lad. You should get it. Why not? Let's see. Darius Collins. I forgot Lubo. Jesus Christ. Can you? Cadet. I actually interviewed George Cadet. Nice guy. Take Albion you back. All right. I thought, what an absolute show pony he was. Albion What a waste of money. He actually liked one of my posts during the summer. I put up a thing about Switzerland. And where is he now, actually? Is he still at Basel? Did he go back to Basel? Or Bal, whatever you want to call him. Let me see. What's Albion doing with himself? He's at Basel. Has he played? Has he played? Oh, he's played. He's doing well. He's played 5 games this season, 4 goals and 4 assists. Take him back. Take him back now. Return of Albion Ayeti. Return of Albion Ayeti. 4 goals and 4 assists in 5 games. Is it 5 games? 5 games. The man is on fire. He's getting back into that Swiss squad. Yeah. Good makes. Now the stream's still there, but I'm gonna end anyway. It's lovely speaking to you all, folks. Anything happens in the next couple of days, big, I'll be back on even for a half an hour or something. Where's Barkas? I don't know where Barkas is. I think Barkas is just chilling somewhere. He's up in Loch Lomond somewhere, hanging out. He's washing or something. But yeah, leave him to it. But folks, thanks very much for tuning in. As I said, if you could subscribe to the channel, free of charge, appreciated. And I'll speak to you all soon. God bless, hail, and good luck to the boys the weekend. Oh, lax off. But gonna go.